This is the story of how a small truck company in Seattle evolved into an industry giant. Today, Kenworth stands as a billion-dollar leader, creating everything from fuel-efficient rigs to heavy-duty trucks capable of hauling up to 1 million pounds. So how did this once small business transform the trucking world? Keep watching to find out. Kenworth's story began in 1923 in Seattle, Washington, when two visionaries, Harry Kent and Edgar Worthington, teamed up to create trucks that would change the face of the industry. The company originated from the Gerlinger Motor Car Works, a small dealership that sold and serviced automobiles and trucks. Recognizing the growing demand for reliable heavy-duty trucks, Kent and Worthington took a bold step. They acquired the business and began manufacturing custom trucks tailored to the rugged needs of the Pacific Northwest. The name Kenworth was a blend of their last names, a partnership that symbolized their shared vision for innovation and quality. Their trucks were built with precision, designed to handle the tough conditions of logging and freight hauling in the region's mountainous terrain. This focus on durability and reliability set Kenworth apart from the competition right from the start. By the mid-1920s, Kenworth trucks were already gaining a reputation for being tough, dependable, and built to last. They were among the first trucks to feature lightweight but strong steel frames, making them ideal for handling heavy loads without compromising performance. These early innovations laid the foundation for Kenworth's growth into a company that would redefine the trucking industry. The 1930s were a pivotal decade for Kenworth. During this time, the company took a bold, forward-thinking step that would define its reputation for decades to come. In 1933, as the United States grappled with the challenges of the Great Depression, Kenworth introduced something revolutionary for the trucking industry: diesel engines as standard equipment. Now, that might not sound like a huge deal today, but back then, it was groundbreaking. Diesel engines weren't yet widely adopted in American trucks, but Kenworth saw the potential. Diesel engines were much more fuel efficient than their gasoline counterparts, and when every penny mattered, this added efficiency was incredibly appealing. During the Great Depression, many businesses and industries were focused on cutting costs wherever possible. For truck drivers and companies alike, fuel savings were critical, and diesel engines offered exactly that. Diesel engines provided more miles per gallon, which meant truck owners spent less on fuel and could stay on the road longer without needing to fill up. This wasn't just a minor improvement, it was a game changer that helped keep some truck drivers and businesses afloat when times were tough. And Kenworth wasn't just dabbling with diesel. They were all in. They became the first truck manufacturer in the United States to offer diesel as standard equipment, setting them apart from competitors who were sticking with gasoline. This decision helped Kenworth carve out a unique place in the market, as their trucks quickly gained a reputation for reliability and fuel efficiency. Within a few years, diesel trucks became increasingly popular as other manufacturers noticed the success that Kenworth was having. But by then, Kenworth was already ahead of the game, firmly establishing its place as an industry innovator. This move wasn't just about fuel economy, it also impacted the entire trucking experience. Diesel engines are generally more robust and can handle the stress of heavy loads over long distances. For a trucking company, that meant a more durable truck with a longer lifespan, which in turn meant fewer repair costs and less time off the road for maintenance. Diesel engines also perform better under rugged conditions, which made Kenworth trucks especially appealing for industries needing trucks that could go the distance, whether that meant logging in the forests of the Pacific Northwest or hauling heavy loads across America's highways. Kenworth's decision to adopt diesel technology helped shape its brand and set a standard in the trucking industry that others would soon follow. By 1935, diesel engines were gaining traction in commercial trucking, with Kenworth leading the charge. In fact, the decision to switch to diesel technology has been one of the defining moments in the company's journey. It wasn't just about making trucks. It was about making trucks that met the practical, financial, and performance needs of the people who use them. This approach of putting the customer's needs first would continue to define Kenworth's evolution and success in the years to come. As Kenworth's reputation grew, so did its ambition. In the decades following their diesel innovation, Kenworth set out to create a lineup that could handle a vast range of tasks across different industries. It wasn't just about making one type of truck, it was about making the right truck for each unique job. From the lighter Class 5 trucks to the massive super heavy-duty models, Kenworth expanded its offerings to cover a full spectrum. This variety wasn't just about looking impressive on paper, it was about meeting the specific needs of different industries, a strategy that helped Kenworth stand out as a brand that really listened to its customers. One of the most impressive models in Kenworth's lineup was the C500 6x6, a super heavy-duty truck with a gross combination weight rating of up to 1 million pounds. That's right, 1 million pounds. Trucks like the C500 weren't just ordinary workhorses. They were designed for heavy-duty, rugged environments, like the mining and logging industries, where trucks need to handle intense conditions without faltering. This model symbolized Kenworth's dedication to engineering trucks capable of handling the toughest jobs. The C500 wasn't just a vehicle, it was a powerhouse on wheels, engineered to take on tasks that ordinary trucks simply couldn't. But Kenworth didn't stop with just a few big models. They focused on creating a diverse range that included everything from medium-duty trucks, which are often used for local deliveries, to heavy-duty and super heavy-duty trucks for industries like construction and freight. They offered configurations and features that could be customized for each customer's needs, an approach that quickly became one of Kenworth's defining qualities. Whether a client needed a truck for short-distance deliveries in a city or long-haul trips across the country, Kenworth had a model that could get the job done effectively. Kenworth's commitment to innovation also came through in their approach to design. They were pioneers in creating trucks that were not only functional, but also efficient. Their engineers worked tirelessly to improve fuel economy, aerodynamics, and comfort, making Kenworth trucks a favorite among drivers. By the 1980s, Kenworth was already recognized for its advancements in truck aerodynamics, which helped their trucks use less fuel while covering long distances. This focus on efficiency was just another reason why Kenworth continued to attract loyal customers. In addition to their dedication to making robust, adaptable vehicles, Kenworth's business model revolved around customer satisfaction. They didn't just produce trucks and hope that customers would like them, they actively sought feedback and made changes based on real-world needs. This dedication to listening and evolving with the market needs allowed Kenworth to adapt quickly as industry shifted and new challenges emerged. For instance, the C500 model has seen multiple upgrades over the years to match the demands of modern heavy-duty tasks, with enhanced suspension, improved durability, and optimized powertrain options.
Hey, I'm popping in really quick. My name is William. I run the channel here at Extreme Force. I also run a premium merino wool sock brand for trade workers called Camel City Mill. Now, we offer 3 lengths. These socks are perfect. We have the boot cut, the crew, and the ankle. These socks are perfect if you struggle with sweaty feet, if you're on your feet for 12, 14 hours a day, if you work in the trades, anything where any hard work is necessary, then you need our socks. And there are 3 main reasons why. Reason number 1 is if you struggle with sweaty, stinky feet, using a merino wool sock, that's gonna help you tremendously. Number 2, we don't use any merino wool. We use a special proprietary yarn called Ironside merino wool. The way we kind of spin that together, it makes our socks twice as durable compared to regular merino wool. Here's an example where I'm picking up a 15-pound kettlebell with a single thread of our Ironside merino wool. Not only that, but we also do double-plated nylon fortification in the toe and in the heel. This makes our socks so durable that we offer a 10-year durability guarantee. So that means if you get a hole in your socks within the first 10 years, no joke, you can send them back to us. We'll give you a brand new pair completely free. The third thing you're gonna love about these socks is that they are 100% USA made. So our factory is in North Carolina, the wool's in North Carolina. We're a North Carolina company. We're really proud about that. North Carolina is the hosiery sock capital of the United States. We're right there, we're epicenter. So if you like American-made products, if you like an American-made pair of socks, it has a 10-year durability guarantee that will give you dry, comfortable feet, even if you're working a 14-hour shift in 100-degree weather. Make that feel like easy mode. If you want a pair of these socks right now, use the link down in the description below. We'll hook you up. Thank you again for watching Extreme Force. Now let's get back to the video.
In 1985, Kenworth introduced a truck that would forever change the industry, the T600. This wasn't just any truck, it was a bold step forward in both design and fuel efficiency, and it is no exaggeration to say that the T600 revolutionized trucking. At the time, trucks were known for their boxy shapes, simple designs that didn't really account for the impact of aerodynamics on fuel consumption. But Kenworth saw an opportunity to challenge that and create something entirely different. Enter the T600, a model that looked unique on the outside and saved trucking companies a significant amount of money in fuel costs. The T600 featured a groundbreaking aerodynamic design that reduced wind resistance and, as a result, drastically cut down fuel consumption. Its sloped hood and rounded cab weren't just for looks, they were meticulously engineered to push air around the truck rather than letting it drag along the body. The streamlined shape was a game changer, reducing fuel use by as much as 20% compared to the traditional boxy trucks of the era. And during a time when fuel costs were volatile and trucking companies were looking for any edge to increase their profit margins, the T600 became an instant favorite across the industry. Now, think that you're a fleet owner in the 1980s. Suddenly, here's a truck that lets you travel farther on the same amount of fuel. That is an undeniable advantage, especially when fuel costs make up such a large part of operating expenses. The T600 wasn't just a fuel-efficient model, it set the foundation for the future of fuel-efficient trucks. It showed the industry that investing in aerodynamics wasn't just an interesting idea, it was a practical necessity. With the T600, Kenworth didn't just set a trend, they created a new standard. The significance of the T600 goes beyond just fuel savings. It launched a revolution in truck design, pushing other manufacturers to take aerodynamics seriously and inspiring a generation of trucks designed to move more efficiently. In a way, the T600 changed how trucks were built, not only for Kenworth, but for the entire industry. Models like the T680, Kenworth's current flagship, can trace their roots back to the T600's design. The T680 carries on the legacy of aerodynamic innovation, fine-tuning the principles first seen in the T600 and solidifying Kenworth's reputation as a pioneer in fuel efficiency. The T600's success allowed Kenworth to expand its market and remain competitive through challenging times. Even today, it is considered a legendary model, a truck that helped set Kenworth apart in a crowded market. The T600 wasn't just another truck, it was an industry disruptor, a model that fundamentally changed what people thought trucks could be. And the legacy of the T600 lives on, not just in Kenworth's lineup, but across the entire trucking industry. Kenworth's commitment to innovation hasn't just been about fuel efficiency. They've also taken serious steps toward environmental responsibility, especially in recent years. With rising concerns over pollution and the environment, Kenworth has been at the forefront of making trucks that are not only powerful and efficient, but also environmentally friendly. Over the past decade, they have made significant strides in reducing emissions, helping to make the trucking industry cleaner and more sustainable. According to Scott Blue, a former Kenworth plant manager, it used to be the emissions could fill a basketball court, and now it's more like a basketball. That is a massive reduction, and it shows just how far Kenworth has come in making their trucks cleaner. This progress is largely due to the strict adherence to EPA standards and a strong commitment to lowering emissions. Diesel trucks of the past often had a reputation for belching thick, black smoke, a visible reminder of the pollution they contributed. But as Kenworth has evolved, so is their technology. Modern Kenworth trucks are equipped with advanced emission reduction systems that significantly cut down on pollutants released into the air. It's part of a broader move across the industry, but Kenworth has been a leader in embracing these changes and setting an example for other manufacturers. One of the most impressive aspects of Kenworth's environmental progress is their investment in alternative fuels, especially electric trucks. Recognizing the growing demand for green alternatives, Kenworth has been quick to explore battery electric options. Today, Kenworth offers medium and heavy-duty battery electric vehicles that don't rely on traditional diesel engines at all. These electric trucks offer the same level of performance as their diesel counterparts, but with zero emissions, making them an attractive option for companies looking to reduce their carbon footprint. In this way, Kenworth is helping to pave the way for a cleaner, greener future in trucking. The rise of Kenworth's electric trucks is a testament to the company's willingness to adapt and innovate. In a world increasingly focused on sustainability, Kenworth's move into electric vehicles is more than just a business decision. It is a commitment to environmental responsibility and a way to future-proof the company. By embracing electric technology, Kenworth isn't just responding to the demands of the present, they're preparing for the future, making sure that they're ready for whatever comes next in the trucking industry. But Kenworth's commitment to the environment doesn't stop with the trucks themselves. They've also made improvements to their manufacturing processes to make them more eco-friendly. From the materials they use to how they manage waste in their factories, Kenworth is working to minimize the environmental impact of every stage of production. This holistic approach shows that Kenworth isn't just focused on making a quick change, they are committed to building a sustainable future for the long term. Back in 1988, Kenworth's factory was a different place. Production was slow, churning out just 28 trucks per day. For a company growing in popularity and demand, this pace simply wouldn't cut it in the long run. The need for change was clear, and Kenworth took on the challenge of transforming its manufacturing processes. With a combination of advanced automation, efficiency-focused restructuring, and even outsourcing certain operations, Kenworth managed to achieve a production rate that, at the time, must have seemed ambitious: 175 trucks per day. Now, Kenworth is nearing 200 trucks daily, a far cry from those early days. This evolution in production capability wasn't just about making more trucks, it was about meeting the growing demand and keeping the brand competitive. One of the key figures in this production overhaul was Scott Blue, who worked in managerial roles at Kenworth's Chillicothe, Ohio plant. Blue had a front row seat to the factory's shift toward higher efficiency. He recognized that for Kenworth to keep up with the industry demand, they need a modernized system, one that can support a faster rate of production without compromising quality. To make this happen, Blue and his team implemented modular assembly lines. Unlike traditional lines where trucks would be built step by step from scratch, modular lines allowed for specific parts to be pre-assembled and then installed at different stages of production. This approach sped up the assembly process and helped Kenworth maximize every inch of space in the factory. The switch to modular assembly also meant that Kenworth could streamline inventory management. By bringing in sub-assembled parts as needed, they freed up factory space that had previously been dedicated to storing individual components. This space-saving move was critical as production increased, and it allowed Kenworth to operate more efficiently even as demand grew. This step was instrumental in helping Kenworth scale up production without the need for excessive factory expansions, keeping costs down and productivity up. As demand for Kenworth trucks continued to rise, so did the need for skilled labor and advanced technology. Kenworth invested in automation to make the assembly process faster and more precise. Automation and manufacturing allowed them to maintain consistent quality across hundreds of trucks produced daily. By the 2000s, they were comfortably producing around 175 trucks each day thanks to a blend of human skill and robotic precision. The shift wasn't just about numbers though, it was about setting a standard. Kenworth aimed to show that they could produce trucks quickly without sacrificing the durability and reliability that they were known for. Today, Kenworth's nearly 200 truck a day production rate is a testament to decades of strategic adjustments and innovation. What started as a slow, labor-intensive process is now an efficient, high-tech operation capable of meeting the demands of a competitive trucking industry. By continually refining their production processes, Kenworth has been able to scale alongside the industry while maintaining the quality and reputation that originally put them on the map. This growth story shows just how far Kenworth has come in the realm of manufacturing and serves as a reminder that even established companies must evolve to thrive. The year 2023 marked a monumental milestone for Kenworth as the company celebrated its 100th anniversary. Not many companies can say that they've been around for a century, let alone thrive through it all. But Kenworth has, and they made sure this milestone was celebrated in style. From commemorative special edition trucks to an extensive digital archive of historic photos, videos, and interviews, Kenworth brought their rich history to life for truck enthusiasts, customers, and employees alike. The celebration wasn't just a nod to the past, it was a recognition of the people, innovation, and resilience that have fueled Kenworth's journey over the years. For the anniversary, Kenworth launched a dedicated website that brought together a century's worth of milestones and memories. On this site, visitors could dive into the company's story through an impressive collection of photos, tracing Kenworth's evolution from its first 6-cylinder trucks to its latest electric models. There were even interactive features designed for fans of all ages, including the Kenworth Kids section that introduced the next generation to the legacy of the brand. The entire site felt like a celebration, not just of Kenworth trucks, but of the drivers, engineers, and dealers who have been part of its story. One of the highlights of the anniversary celebrations was the release of special edition trucks that paid homage to Kenworth's history. These trucks, outfitted with unique design elements, combined a classic look with the latest technology, merging Kenworth's storied past with its bright future. Truck fans were thrilled to see these nods to Kenworth's heritage, and the limited edition models quickly became collector's items. In addition to the trucks themselves, Kenworth offered a range of branded merchandise, so fans could own a piece of the celebration, whether it was commemorative hat, jacket, or model truck. Reflecting on the company's journey, Kenworth executives and longtime employees took part in interviews, sharing their personal experiences and insights into what has made the brand so resilient. They spoke of the challenges, the innovations, and the defining moments that kept Kenworth at the forefront of the trucking industry. So, what are your thoughts on Kenworth and their rise? Let us know down in the comments below.